Get it. We're on. We're on.
We're good?
Are we on?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Can they hear us?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, we're on. Good morning, Highlands. And thank you for joining our new show, new titled show, rebranded show. Here we go, Highlands.
Well, it is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought that's why I wore the MD shirt.
Well, it's still Mike and Dooley's in the morning things, but now we have a separate Facebook page for Here We Go Highlands, and that's where we're taping the show that goes on Highlands Cable Group.
Thanks to Dooley's. Here we go.
That's right. Thanks to Dooley's. Here we go. So, good morning to everybody out there. Those of you that are visiting and watching on Highlands Cable Group, and those of you that are local and watching on Facebook. Both of you. Lindsay Gearhart. She's okay. See what happens when you do things. Lindsay's outside now watching the show, and our dogs are barking at Lindsay, sitting outside watching the show. Hey. Lindsay should just come up here and watch the show, and then the dogs wouldn't bark.
Yeah, come on, Lindsay.
There we go. Then we'd have a live studio.
Barking up the tree.
All right, they're barking up the tree.
Something's up the tree.
It's not Lindsay.
Okay. Anyway, so if Lindsay's watching, that means we're live. That means she can see us, and that means you can hear us. Correct?
Yeah.
And we're on Here We Go with Mike and Dooley, or Here We Go Highlands, and so share that on the Mike and Dooley page, and we'll be good to go. You don't know how to hit share? You're the executive producer of a
I hit share.
A hit show.
of a hit show. And then it says to a page you manage. Sorry, we're technical difficulties here. Anyway, but good morning. Today is Saturday, September. You know what date it is?
22nd.
22nd. That's right.
I was up for it to start.
You were up for it to start. Yes, and I know everybody knows him in town. This is the Julian Vilardo. Good morning,
Miss Andrea.
Miss Andrea Chalker. You know the Julian Vilardo. He's actually not known as Julian Vilardo. It's the Julian Vilardo.
To you.
To me.
Yes.
Oh, is that just for me?
I think it's just for you.
Do you ask people to refer to you as the Julian Vilardo?
It's like the Highlands.
The
if
Highlands.
you don't know me, then I am the Julian.
Oh, that's true. Yes, if you're visiting and you are watching on Highlands Cable Group Channel 14, two tidbits for you today. One, it's cashiers, not cashiers.
I was going to say that.
Oh, it's cashiers.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay, and what's my other one?
The Highlands.
Yeah, there's
is
no
not
the. Because, like, we're from Orlando, and I don't say we're from the Orlando.
It's putting a little too much on it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that makes it.
It's a little putting it on a pedestal.
Yeah, so when you're visiting,
It's the place.
it's Highlands and it's cashiers. I wonder why they put the in front of it. If any of you watching can let us know why there's a the in front of Highlands.
Is it say it on the sign when it says "Welcome to the Highlands"?
Oh, that's a good question.
Is it? It doesn't say that.
It doesn't.
Okay, good.
No, I think it's just a thing like, this is also the high land. Get it? The
Yeah,
land
I
is
got it.
higher.
I got it.
I think that's why people say it.
It's
I wanna
the
go to
Highlands.
I want to go to the higher land.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go with that.
I'm thinking people just do. And for the first 2 years, first year and a half we lived here. Dooley, Ryan Gearhart, Chief Littlefeet,
Littlefoot.
and Seth Schmidt of Carolina Mountain Construction, all ridiculed me for putting the in front of Highlands.
don't ever
It
do
takes a while to get rid of it.
You think?
Do you live in
for
the Franklin?
I live in the Cowie. It's Franklin.
Cowie.
Yeah, it's Franklin.
Ryan Bears.
Ryan Bears. Good morning, Ryan Bears. Which, by the way, we'll skip to this real quick. Ryan Bears has a house listed by the Schmallows. Is that how you think you say Joe's last name? Schmallow. Mr. and Mrs. Joe Schmallow have a house for sale. I believe Ryan Bears is the listing agent. And we saw Mr. Schmallow at Sports Page this morning.
Melanie Miller and your mom.
Good morning, Melanie Miller, and good morning, Mommy. And
Mommy?
Mommy. So we saw Joe Schmallow this morning at the Sports Page. I said at the Sports Page.
Yeah. Now you're the guy.
At Sports Page Restaurant. And he said when you get married, there's 6 words that you have to become very familiar with. 3 phrases.
Yes.
3 phrases, each
You're
with
right.
2 words.
Yeah.
You're right is one of them.
You're right.
What else?
Just put. You said.
You said the first word of
But
the...
you just got to
we can
put
do that.
a noun.
That's... No. Yeah, we can do that. It's 3 phrases.
Whatever you want to do.
Listen, it's 3
Yes,
phrases,
dear.
2 words in each phrase.
Oh.
So what is it? You got one. You're right. What else? You learn when you get married.
Nailed it.
That's-
That's what Ryan Bears said. He's not married yet, clearly.
Yeah, Ryan,
Nailed
is
it.
that one of the phrases?
So I was
Is that one of the phrases? That's before you get married, Ryan.
It is 2 words.
that's why
When you get married, the phrase turns into not tonight.
I've got a headache, honey.
Oh,
That's more than 2
Not
words.
tonight.
Okay. One of them is yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
You're right. And what's the last one? The other 2-word phrase you must learn when you get married. You know it? You know it, right?
I forgot it. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Okay. It's-
Anybody
somebody made a song
know
about
that?
that.
There's anybody know it out there? If you know it, let us know. But anyway, moving on.
The toy store and bags on Main are for sale too.
The toy store and the bags on Main are for sale. So if you're in town visiting and you love the Highlands so much that you want to move up here and own a business,
If you live here and want to change
or if you live here and you want to change, what about? Would you like to own
the
the toy store?
bags.
Bags on Main.
on me.
It's next to the toy store.
Yeah, it's all one kind of thing.
Oh.
Contact Ryan Bears at.
Melanie Miller said, I'm sorry.
I don't know why you're sorry, Melanie Miller, but you're correct. Yes.
Well, Ryan Bear said it too. He said, sorry, you're right.
Sorry, you're right. That's 3
It's
words,
me,
Ryan.
Sorry anywhere is a good one.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry.
So anyway, if
Never
you're,
I'm sorry, but
yeah, because that means you're not really
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah. I think
keep the butt out of it.
That's a personal conversation.
yeah.
But anyway,
It's my
what?
nothing.
You can say
Nothing.
it. You can say it. We could. We won't. They won't. Kick
The
us
butt
out
is
there.
my favorite.
Well, okay.
See,
That was,
now you see.
it's a little too
Well,
much
that's why you're not married.
Yeah.
information.
But
Because you always use butt.
yeah,
Okay, let's get off the butt.
you're right. But
Let's get off Julian's. Let's get off Julian's butt and move on. If you're interested in the toy store or the bags on Main, contact Ryan Bears at Berkshire. No,
No.
I mean at I just went blank. I just saw his ad in the paper. Hold on.
Ryan.
Pat Allen.
Pat Allen Realty Group. Contact Ryan Bears at Pat Allen Realty Group. All right, we've really gone off the rails here. That's good. Do that again
Sorry.
for TV. Hold on.
Sorry.
Listen to this amazing talent. Okay, do it. Do it.
It was outside.
Do it.
I can't. I'm smiling.
Do it.
I'm smiling. Hold on. I can't. All right. I can't do it on. I have to
Wow.
do it. It's a natural
He
thing.
does not
Forceful.
He does not work
Not as good.
well
as
under pressure. Anyway, again, thank you for joining us on Highlands Cable Group, or if you're watching us on Facebook, or if you're watching us on MikeandDooley.com. I'm Mike. This is Julian.
Julian.
The show is Here We Go Highlands. It's kind of the local show has kind of been rebranded to Here We Go Highlands. We still have Mike and Dooley at MikeandDooley.com. We're doing a lot of stuff over there. Actually, have some exciting things coming up.
Dooley's coming up.
I believe so. We are filming a pilot for a television station out of Atlanta that is showing the Here We Go with Mike and Dooley clips.
You have to go to Atlanta to film it.
No, we're going to film it in Franklin at Backlot Cinemas with Mr.
Oh,
Ben
yeah.
Walker. They've been wonderful to us. So we're going to film a 30-minute pilot, submit it to WATC, and then see if they would like to air it. Because the Here We Go clips that we've been doing, the 2-minute spots, they've
Yeah.
been doing well. And so now we're going to film a pilot and see what happens.
You put anything on TV nowadays.
good. Moving on. I don't know. That wasn't a compliment, I don't think.
No,
But-
it's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks. But anyway, all right, so
Thanks.
moving on. The first part of the show is always brought to you by a Sports Page Sandwich Shop. And we ate there today, and I enjoyed my breakfast. Did you?
I did.
What'd y'all have?
He got like 8 eggs.
There's only half that
He got 4 eggs
with a lot of cheese.
with a lot of cheese. I had an egg white omelet with spinach. Exciting, huh?
You
No.
We're
personal?
healthy eaters.
And green tea. But it was very
Yeah,
good.
I had to call.
If you're in town, check out Sports Page. If you live here, check out Sports Page. They always have good food. Things have slowed down in town now, so you can actually get in and get your food.
Wi-Fi might be better.
The Wi-Fi might be better. Yes. If you're in town and you're experiencing Wi-Fi difficulties, welcome to the Highlands. That's a typical thing. Anyhow, Highlands Cable Group, I already mentioned them. If you're interested, contact them at 828-526-4248. I also said you could check out all of our stuff at MikeandDooley.com. I sound like I'm like Ross when he's talking on Friends. Ross, you know how he slows down and visit us at MikeandDooley.com. Right? You don't think I sound like...
A little bit, yeah.
Do you like Friends? Do you watch
Love
Friends?
Friends. I wish they would remake it and I can be Joey.
You would be a good Joey.
Joey Buttafuoco.
But
Not Joey Buttafuoco.
What?
He's a guy that no, wait.
What's Joey's last name on Friends? Yeah, he got with the younger girl.
Yeah, Joey Buttafuoco was a guy from the 80s that
Joey.
I know, Joey
Tribbiani.
Tribbiani.
Joey Tribbiani. So you would be Joey Tribbiani. You could be Rachel.
No.
And I could be
Ross. Not Chandler.
I'm more like Chandler than Ross, probably.
Well,
No, maybe.
Ross is
I
like
think
the
you're
guy.
right in the middle.
I could be more like Tom Selleck when he was on the show. No? Okay, probably not. I don't have the hair for that.
Oh yeah, Tom Selleck.
He
Yeah.
was on the show for a while.
When Rachel, is it Rachel? David?
No, Monica dated him
Monica.
for a while. She was his
Sorry.
dentist. She was friends with him. All right, we digress. If we've digressed a little bit, but anyhow, the other thing I wanted to say was thank you to former U.S. Ambassador Scott DeLisi. He was on the show yesterday. I interviewed him for an hour. Great guy. Great. He's done like some amazing things in Nepal and Bangladesh. Like the stories that he had. I'm sure you watched the interview, right, hon?
Yeah.
He's the army.
He's an ambassador. He was a U.S. ambassador. And
I read something that it said that like he was in the army for like 35 years or something.
No, he was
Or
in public service for 35
Okay,
years.
okay.
So he was a career ambassador, assistant ambassador to a couple of places, but at the end he was ambassador to Nepal. And you need to watch the interview because he gave me some good tips on if you're ever in a foreign country and they offer you testicles as dinner.
I was thinking food,
What do
but
you
that
do?
was
What do you do?
Well, you have to watch the show.
for dinner.
No, you'll have to watch the show to see how you deal with being in a situation because it could be disrespectful if you're in my country, and we're feeding you, and part of it is testicles.
That's interesting because here nothing is disrespectful. You can actually bash
That's
the
true.
president and not get in trouble.
That's true. There, you eat testicles just to fit in.
You eat testicles because otherwise
You don't have any food.
You get your throat
Well-
chopped.
Yeah,
Time will tell if you're hungry enough.
that's true. That's true. But thank you to Ambassador DeLisi for being on the show. He will be at the Center for Life Enrichment this Wednesday and Thursday, the 24th and the 25th, giving 2 speeches. The one on Wednesday is from 2 to 4. The one on Thursday is from 10 to 12. Go to the Center for Life Enrichment's website or Facebook page for more information on the talks. But I just want to thank him for being on the show. I even wore a button-down collared shirt.
You were that fancy?
I did.
Dave Lynn is one.
Dave Lynn. Good morning, Dave Lynn. Dave Lynn, I believe we'd like to have you as a guest on the pilot that we're filming for WATC because part of the show is going to be people that are doing really good things in the community, but you never hear about. Right? Because when you turn the news on, what is it? It's all negative.
Mostly.
Right. So part of our show that we're doing, we want to highlight and spotlight and promote people that are doing good things. And Dave Lynn,
Small town guys.
you're one of those guys.
He's raising a lot of money.
He's raising a lot of money. Are you going to run next year in the 8K? Can you run 5 miles?
We talked. Yes.
Yeah. So how come you
Absolutely.
didn't participate?
Because I didn't go to bed until 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And then I'm gonna wake up and go run.
That's what Lindsay does. and
Lindsay
she
does
makes
it.
happen.
She's an
Machine.
I was gonna say animal, but yeah,
Yeah.
machine's fine.
I mean, if she does it, you can do it.
No,
No?
no. She's used to running. I'm not used to running.
That's true. All right. The last thing I wanted to mention before we get into sports and events and news is thank you to some other Facebook pages or some other groups that are on Facebook. There's now 50 other Facebook pages that are sharing our video, our Here We Go clips and our interviews.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So
Consistently.
yeah. Yeah, it's on 50 other Facebook pages. So the funny thing is, I'll see that somebody liked, like it'll be somebody local will have liked one of our clips because they have seen it on their Facebook page. So it's kind of neat. So thank you to all of you, all of the other Facebook pages that are now sharing our videos. There's 3 different groups. There's ones that are like positive messages, which they show the Here We Go clips. Then there's Christian Facebook pages that are showing our interviews with Christian bands, and then there's country music Facebook pages that are showing our interviews with country music singers. So we're going global.
All good things.
All good things.
Sure.
Mostly, thankfully, because now you're on the show.
For me?
Yeah. No.
No.
It's you. You're
Oh.
pushing us to the next level.
Oh yeah.
No.
Totes.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
we're
not-
pulling in the younger, good-looking crowd.
I'd like to be so optimistic to say you're welcome, but I think you're just being nice.
I'm being nice.
You're super nice.
No, that's true. That's true.
No.
All right, let's move on to sports. Brought to you by Brig. Great job. If you need handyman services, contact Tim. Although you do handyman jobs too, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I do tile.
If you need tile work,
Side tile.
contact Julian Vilardo. Also, Julian is now training. I know he doesn't look like he's in shape, but he's now training people. So if you're interested in personal training, contact Julian Vilardo at. That's your cue. Do you know your number?
My number? Oh, 828-371-7031.
That's right. Contact Julian Vilardo. Bodies by Julian. Is that the name of the?
Oh, that sounds pretty good, but
It's
I'm
not.
not gonna run with that one.
No. And if you're in
I'll
town,
think about it.
if you're in town and you're watching us on Highlands Cable Group, you want to get a good workout in, contact Julian Vilardo. He'll set something up. You all can go work out at the rec center, and you get a good workout in while you're in town. Right?
Correct.
True that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Sports. First thing in sports, volleyball. Girls volleyball.
All
What
I
happened?
see is L's there.
They lost to Robbinsville.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you know what? I'm just reading the paper.
they might be having losses, but they're winners in our eyes.
All right. Everybody gets a trophy.
Yep.
No, I think they're getting better. You can get one with that
I'm
one.
trying to stay positive. Aren't you all about the positive?
That's true.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's true. All right, they lost to Robbinsville and they lost to Rosman. This week, Monday they're at Hayesville, Tuesday they're home versus Swain, and Thursday they're at Hiawassee Dam in a big conference game.
At High Dam.
At High Dam. So
Did you get that off of the website? Did you
Max
copy and
Preps.
paste it?
No. Oh, I typed that in there.
Okay.
Let's see. You handle
So
soccer.
you hyphenated.
Can you read my abbreviations for soccer? What do you think? What
Uh,
happened in soccer? Boys high school soccer last week. Brought to you by Julian Vilardo.
the soccer won versus Cherokee,
Uh-huh.
and they won versus
Come on.
TF.
Yep.
Tallulah
Tallulah Falls. Thank you.
See-
Big crowd here today.
This is a small town. The small town ones.
Yes.
I don't remember all of them.
You
There's
got a
so
little
many.
confused. So they won against Tallulah Falls. And what games do they have this week, Julian?
Oh. Monday home versus Hayesville.
Uh-huh.
Thursday at Franklin.
Good job.
Oh, yeah.
Do you go to the soccer games?
I don't. Sometimes I have time and then I do other stuff.
Okay.
That I
But
don't know.
you did go to the volleyball game. I saw you at a volleyball game. Good morning,
I-
Mr. Michael Murphy.
I used to go to volleyball games, basketball games, soccer games. I don't know.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Well-
Once I move up here, I think I'll make.
Are you making a
most of
move to
them.
Highlands?
I'm gonna.
Are you?
I'm making the big climb
Watch out, Highlands.
here all
Julian
the time.
Vilardo. Yeah, you are.
all the time.
Julian Vilardo is moving to town. So if you have a house for sale, no,
I would love to buy a house.
there's a house for sale right here.
Ryan.
There's a house from right. Oh, Ryan Bears. Can you find Julian Vilardo a house, please?
You can be my roommate if you don't have
Oh.
a house.
Actually, you can just move in with Ryan Bears.
Oh, does he have a?
He has a townhouse. You looking for a roommate, Ryan?
I have 3
saying.
huskies.
Dogs are very well behaved. They sit in the back of his truck
At Bryson's.
at Bryson's.
Anywhere.
That's pretty impressive.
Anywhere I go.
I can't get the kids
they'll
to sit in
stay
the
there.
car.
I
Let
can't
alone
get-
the dogs.
We can't get our dogs in the back of the
I can't
truck.
get the dogs. Yeah, one of them likes it, the other one doesn't. All right, moving on in sports. Middle school soccer. They beat Swain and they beat Murphy. This week they play Monday at Swain, Wednesday home versus Cullowhee, and Thursday at Tallulah Falls. So congratulations to the middle school co-ed soccer team and Coach Brian Dirth. He's a good coach. And Coach Jake Page, who is also the girls' high school basketball coach. Have you met Coach Page?
No, not yet.
Nice guy.
I've heard of
Very nice guy.
Heard about the guy.
You should invite him out for a drink. He's about your age.
He's 28.
Yeah, I think he is 28.
I don't know, but
So,
y'all look-
you know,
He's
new
from
person
Rayburn,
in
right?
town, huh?
He's from Rayburn, right?
Yeah. We'll have to have him on the show. We'll do a little basketball intro. Middle school girls volleyball lost to Tallulah Falls, beat Eagle Ridge. This Wednesday they play at home versus Cullowhee, and Thursday they play. Okay.
Boo. Boo.
And, sit
Boo.
down.
Boo.
Okay. Now this is the thing about doing live TV. is you get your dogs to bark. But congratulations to the teams that won this week. Good luck to all the sports teams on the upcoming week with your games. If you have more questions, if you have questions about the schedule, you can go to Macon County School website and click on Highlands, and then there's a calendar. It shows all of the sporting events. Or you can just rewind this video and watch it again when I said when the games were. But I didn't say the times.
No, you didn't.
I didn't say the time. All right, you handle upcoming
did not.
events, Julian. Let's hear you do upcoming events.
Upcoming events brought to you by the Lowell Magazine of the Highlands and Cashiers.
That was good.
Visit their website at www.thelowellmagazine.com.
Yes, great website.
One night in Memphis, Saturday at the Highlands Pack.
Nice. Have you?
Good morning.
Oh, we're on TV.
Good, how are you?
Good morning. Good morning. You want to be on TV?
I think she's out of breath.
Yes, One Night in Memphis is at the
Yeah.
Highlands Performing Arts Center. I think that's a good show. That's tonight, by the way.
That is reenactments of Elvis.
I think it's Elvis and like Jerry Lee Lewis and all those guys way back in the day. Well, not them actually.
Yeah, not them.
Although, do you think Elvis is alive? No.
I doubt it.
Do you think Elvis died when they
could've.
said he died, or do you think that was? Do you think there's a conspiracy?
It's like Tupac and
Yeah.
all that
Do you
other
thi-
stuff.
Do you,
Yeah.
do you think they actually died?
They could disappear if they wanted. They had enough money to tell anyone anything and make it happen.
True, but do you think that really happened, or do you think? I think they actually just died. I mean,
I
I've
think
read the
they
stuff
just
about
died.
Elvis. Huh?
I'm sure they just died.
Then I saw the thing about Elvis, and he was
It's
in
a
the
lot
casket,
easier
and it
just-
looked like it was a mannequin. But I don't think any of
Have you
that.
seen those wax figures?
Actually, some of them are really good. All right, hold on. I'm going to save Julian from this bee, or I'm going to tick the bee off, and he's going to say, "Hey, that'd
Or
be good."
he's gonna hit me.
Ooh, he's on your neck.
I don't care. He's not bothering me.
Really?
I think you're bothering me more
Yeah.
than he
All right, that would have
is.
been good on live TV.
It's my buddy.
What else is going on? At the Summer Charter School on the 29th, next Saturday from 1 to 4, they're having Summit Fest. So go check that out.
Highlands Wine
Yeah.
Shop wine tasting from 1 to 3. Is that AM or PM?
No, that's. I know you were up at from 1 to 3 a.m., but that's p.m. on
So
Saturday.
it's on a Saturday.
Right?
Kim Chenoweth is watching.
Kim Chenoweth. Good morning, Miss Chenoweth. Dusty Rose. Now, when I say Dusty Rose, what do you think?
Wrestling.
Yeah. You don't remember Dusty Rhodes?
I didn't watch that.
Oh my gosh.
No,
He
it's
was
not.
big
Dusty
in,
Rhodes with the
late
bionic
70s,
elbow?
80s.
Oh man, Dusty Rhodes. Woo! Oh, Ric Flair.
I'm against steroids.
Well, he was. Listen, Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes was not on
I know,
steroids. He
it
had a
was
big old belly.
scary.
My dad and I used to watch wrestling every Saturday, and then we used to go
He had a big
Saturday
old
night
belly.
and go watch it live.
Have you seen those guys?
Yeah, I used to
lately?
go watch it
they
live.
all have big old
Oh,
bellies
those guys.
now.
This was back in the day in the '80s when
Oh,
they
no.
they weren't in that
Not
great
the guys
shape.
now.
All they did was drink and eat.
They just drank beer and ate, and then
And
wrestled.
shot up.
And then
They did.
they performed in these, like we went to the Eddie Graham Sports Arena, and then everybody there that it was just eating and drinking. The floor was sticky. Yeah, it was good. It was fun though.
I'm
But that-
missing out, I guess.
Dusty Rose is playing at 7 o'clock on Saturday at the 4118 Kitchen. I have not been to the 4118 Kitchen. Have you?
I have.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's fine.
4118 Kitchen is located next to El Azteca
Correct.
in the Bryson's parking lot.
Across
So-
from Subway.
Across from Subway. So if you're visiting and watching us on TV, check that out.
Tonight, you said?
That is tonight at Saturday. That's tonight at Saturday.
At 7.
At 7. I already mentioned
They have
Mr.
TVs in there?
I don't know if they have TVs, but
They have TVs. Yeah. They have about
Good to
4.
know in case you want to watch football games and listen to
That's true. And congratulations to Mr. Joe Schmalo, the guy I mentioned earlier with the three phrases, which were.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Dear.
And what was the last one? Gosh, you guys are not good at this. We just did this 10 minutes ago. You're right.
Oh, you're right.
Well, but anyway, he had on Florida Gator socks today, so thank you, Mr. Schmalo. Ryan Bears, can you not sell this man's house, please? He's a nice man.
Super good guy.
Ryan, you ought to be working out selling the house today. Then
He sounds like he could be a
watch the
little...
TV. Do we have? Okay.
Okay, boo.
All right, boo.
Boo, boo.
All right, so local news. Not a lot going on in local news right now. If you're visiting Highlands right now, you're after this summer, but before the leaves change. So this is kind of the slow period in
It's
Highlands.
calm before the leaf storm.
The calm. I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't just say calm before the storm. You threw leaf in there.
You see all the leaves falling off?
That's pretty good.
That's
I
when
just
you
saw
know.
some falling off.
Did you know that Julian was once in what's that show?
Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down. You know that show about it was on HBO. The guy was a pitcher.
This is an adult program. I don't know if you watched it.
Eastbound
What is-
and Down sounds familiar.
It was pretty funny. Julian was on the
A
show.
couple years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Julian
I
was
was-
on the
Oh,
show.
we were gonna
I was
watch
probably
that.
7 years ago. Probably.
Yeah,
We were gonna watch it, right?
yeah. It's a lot of cursing.
We
I was
tried
a
to watch
merman,
it, too
yeah.
much cursing.
There's a lot of
I don't
cursing.
like
Yeah, that's kind of y'all's comment. Like,
But speaking of baseball, congratulations to Bo Taylor, who is on the Oakland. He's on the Oakland Athletics. He's playing. He's catching. He's been on base. He threw Mike Trout out, but they said he was safe. But it was a great throw. Look at that. Check this out.
Less than 2 seconds.
Can you see it? Can you see it on the back?
Hit
There you
down.
go. Oh, yeah.
There you go. It's official. His stuff's
He's-
on
Go
MLB.com.
to MLB.com and check out. What happened?
I hit my elbow picking up the shirt.
And I just mentioned if you
No
wanted to
good
be
deed.
trained, see,
No good deed
he
goes
fell
un-
off.
Almost died.
So local news, not much going on. Again, it's very slow. Hurricane Florence fortunately bypassed us, so that was good. Although we had a lot of, were we all busy
It's
at the high
all
dive?
overcast. We weren't slow.
No.
I think we were. Yeah, sure.
It'd
have to happen right on the weekend too. Like
Yeah. I just thought a
That's
lot of
weird.
people might have come over from the coast.
they did. Some Charleston people were come up, but it didn't even touch Charleston. So
No, and fortunately for us,
They
it
just had a
didn't.
little vacation.
It didn't do anything too bad here. So,
no,
and hopefully the people on the coast are getting cleaned up because I'm sure that's a mess.
it's gonna be a while.
It's going to be a while. Also, in local news, I thought this was interesting. Nick and Andrew Feigl, father and son, did a 6-week, 3,200-mile cross-country bike trip. Could you do it?
Depends.
Depends
It
on
depends on who's riding with me.
what. Right.
Yeah.
And,
We're
why?
sponsored. Do we have food and all that? Yeah, sure.
Wow,
Absolutely.
you're very.
Thinking through
Yeah,
it.
you really think it through.
I'm
It was just an
sorry,
easy
yes.
question.
No, you know I'm
Well,
an overthinker.
what kind of tires do we have?
Yeah. Do we have extra tires? So I have to
And
carry
also,
them on
is
my
there
arms?
going to where are we going to sleep? Am I sleeping in a tent? Am I sleeping in a hotel? Am I at the Four Seasons? I need
Is
to
there
know.
a band following us? So
Yeah,
can sleep in
I mean, it
that?
was just a simple. I mean, it was more of a hypothetical question. Could you
Yes.
ride 3,200 miles across the country?
I could.
Well, if I had the right. Okay, you could. Could you?
Yeah, right.
I could. I think I could. If I had
Right
to.
circumstances.
Hey, by the way, did you mention that the high school soccer team is collecting items for, I don't know if it's the Red Cross for hurricane victims because, and you get into the game for free.
Well,
The upcoming home game.
I didn't need to because you just mentioned it. So,
Wh-
the next.
Is it like food?
I have
clothing,
a list of items.
items.
Contact your local high school, contact the school. They'll be able to tell you what they
So that's Monday's home game versus Hayesville. If you bring in items,
you get in free.
you get in free. Food, probably canned food, clothing, maybe.
Yeah, probably stuff like that.
So if you're going to the game,
Kelsey Dawkins is watching.
Stop
Kelsey.
this.
Good morning, Miss Kelsey Dawkins. How are you? I can't hear you. I
Dawkins.
really shouldn't have said how are you
Why?
because I can't hear what she says.
It's true, but it still probably made her feel good.
It did.
Someone cares
It did.
how she's doing.
I like Kelsey.
She's super sweet.
Super sweetie. What else? Okay, let's move on to my favorite part of the show. Well, before I do that, let me say this. I want to thank Asheville Threads, Anson Belts, Microbi Fiber, Sports Page, Briggs Handyman Services, Laurel Magazine. Did I leave anybody out? All those are all of our sponsors. If I forgot you, sorry. Thank you for all of the companies and individuals that have sponsored our show. Actually, today is the 1-year anniversary. Dooley and I did our first show September 22nd, 2017.
Here we go.
So now between social media and TV, we're up over 400,000 views. We have this opportunity to film this pilot in Atlanta, which is beyond amazing to us.
Oh, and Kelsey said she's great from Hotlanta.
Oh, you're from, Kelsey, what's the temperature in Hot Atlanta?
It's probably 99.
She didn't say she's from the Atlanta.
No.
She's from
No
hot
one wants to-
Atlanta. It's hot everywhere else but here. But thank you for everybody in the last year that has supported our show, that has watched the show, that has shared the show, that has liked the show. We started it out as a goof, and here we are. Unfortunately, Dooley had to move away, but he and I are still going to do the split screen stuff. But thank you to everybody that has supported the show, watched the show, been on the show. What else? Anything else?
I don't know.
Oh,
What's your favorite part?
That was of the last year.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the last year is when we were at the fire station, and the show starts, and Dooley says, "Sorry, we're late. We were out fighting fires, and we had our helmets on." And I said, Dooley was using my hose.
Oh yeah.
That was my
your
favorite part of the show because Dooley went like this.
He
didn't know what to say.
Silent.
He was silent. He
not-
thought that was a little risque. Good morning, Mr. Ryan Potts. How are you, sir? I can't hear you.
Right.
Welcome. Thank you for watching the show,
I'm just
Mr.
gonna
Potts.
assume you're good.
Well,
All
and
right,
whoa, and Boo decided to be on the show. All right, let's get this. Is my I think this is my favorite part of the show. It's the "What were you thinking" section. What were you thinking?
Man climbs into elephant enclosure at zoo in Denmark.
Yeah. Why?
Because
Why would
he's in Denmark.
Why would you go to
What
the
else is there
zoo
to
and
do?
climb in an elephant enclosure, and then why would you be surprised that the elephants came after you?
Did they come after him?
Yes. And then
To
he
get
ran.
him out of there?
You know what? He got out of the cage, ran out of the zoo, and then never caught the guy. That's pretty
He's that
good.
fast?
He's that fast.
Man.
I'd be that fast if I got in a thing with a mama and a baby, anything.
That's true.
He ran away from elephants and people.
He did, which was smart. All right, this was a good story, I thought. Guy in Virginia is mowing his yard. It starts to rain, so he has nothing to do. So he says, you know what? I'm going to go up to the local gas station where he always hangs out and buys scratch-offs and lottery tickets. I'm going to buy a lottery ticket. So he went up there. He bought a lottery ticket. He won $10 million.
10.
How many?
That's not a what
10.
were you thinking though. That's a, oh my gosh.
Well, that's pretty impressive.
No, I want to know what he's thinking, so I
He's
can have.
thinking he doesn't want anybody to know that he just won that 10 million because they're all going to be coming out of the.
That's true. But it was on. I saw it on the internet, so it has to be true. By the way, people, everything that's on the internet is not true.
It's not true.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope.
I just want you to know that. And everything you hear on TV is not true.
Not all of it.
And it's something that I did 40 years ago. I know I'm not going to get into it, but
30
30 years ago, something that happened 30 years.
in
but,
high school.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Here's another one. This sounds like something that could happen in Franklin, or no, in Clayton. A guy went through. I don't know if he got in trouble or not, but in Maryland, he went through the Chick-fil-A drive-through on his lawnmower.
He's in a vehicle. It's a vehicle.
And I struggled with
think.
how do you spell Chick-fil-A? Don't look.
CHIK.
Is it?
FIL-A.
Is it CH? There's no C?
No.
It's CHIK dash A. No, dash. There's no T? Filet? Chick-fil-A?
FIL-A.
So it's
But don't let us
Chick-fil-A.
from Chick-fil-A because they have the best service.
So is it Chick-fil-A or Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A.
Well, there's no T in there. You said Chick-fil-A. Let's go eat at Chick-fil-A.
Hey,
It's Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is
Yeah,
a good
there's only
organization.
just one C.
And there's no T though?
No,
Chick-fil-A.
it's not spelled like a fillet, like you're gonna eat the fillet.
Well, but you pronounce it Chick-fil-A. You don't say Chick-fil-A.
It's more for like.
Maybe more like Chick-fil-A, like fill yourself up with some chicken.
Or maybe it's Chick-fil-A.
Maybe.
No? All right. I think it's Chick-fil-A.
I read a thing about Chick-fil-A and their marketing campaign that they did a couple years ago, and it's spot on. Like you go in there, their service, if you've noticed,
It's top notch.
is top notch compared to
To-
any other fast food restaurant.
And
true.
probably the youngest.
Favorite fast food
Servers.
restaurant? If you
Chick-fil-A.
had to stop at
Chick-fil-A.
fast food and eat Chick-fil-A,
Chick-fil-A.
what about you? I'd like to hear from you. What is your
Arby's.
favorite fast food restaurant?
Is Chipotle considered?
No, I don't. It has to be something you can order to go. I don't know if you can order. There's no
You can
drive-through.
Order to go.
Huh?
You can order to go for.
Well, I like
But
Panera.
yeah, you can't.
It's got to be a
drive-through.
drive-through. It has to have Panera. They don't all have drive-throughs.
Well, some do.
I don't think I would consider Panera fast food.
No.
Would you? No. This is riveting
I go
television.
with Chick-fil-A.
This is so riveting.
Riveting.
Arby's. Arby's is where it's at.
Oh, Arby's. Gosh, I haven't. The only good thing about Arby's I like is the curly fries. Right?
Yeah.
Arby's has good curly fries.
Yeah.
So they're seasoned well.
Oh, let me tell you.
They are
Let me tell you a no-no in the fast food category. It's not even fast food. Do not order. This is a rule that I live by now. Do not order food from a restaurant, like a fast food place that they're not known for. So, for example, I went to Dunkin' Donuts when we were in Massachusetts, and it was like the closest thing to the hotel, and I got a chicken sandwich. Now, Dunkin' Donuts is not known for...
Was it chicken? That you had?
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts is not known for the
You
chicken
can't
sandwiches.
tell what it was. You shouldn't get it.
Well, what it was me laying on the floor
No.
and laying in the bed the whole next day because I got sick. So do not eat... Well, do it...
Bears says cookout.
Cookout.
Cookout,
That's a good
yeah.
one. That's a good one.
That's right.
I rule of thumb, I just think it's good advice. Don't eat food from a restaurant that they're not known for cooking. Right? 'Cause-
Oakley's watching.
good morning, Rhonda, Miss Rhonda Oakley. Because you don't say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to go get a chicken sandwich. I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts.
No one says that.
Right.
If I want to, I've had their like tuna melts.
Really?
They're good.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that
Their croissant
It's hard to
sandwiches
mess up.
in the morning.
that flies in the face of my advice. though.
Yeah, it's hard to mess up tuna.
Now, it was 8 o'clock at night, and I'm not sure how long the chicken was there for, but
Where was this?
Massachusetts.
Oh no.
So, anyway, we derailed there. All right, here's my last. What were you thinking? I thought this was an interesting story. In New Jersey,
Yeah.
there's a homeless vet there's a retired vet
Retired.
who's homeless. Lady breaks down in her car. I think she ran out of gas. Doesn't have any money. He's got $20 left. He gives the $20 to her, and she's able to get gas and go on. I don't know if it's her and her husband or her and her boyfriend, but they're so thankful to this guy that they're going to start a GoFundMe account to help him.
Yeah.
They raised $400,000 in the GoFundMe account
Oh, this is an old school.
to give to the homeless vet. No, that was the part of the story I had heard before. The new part of the story is the homeless vet only wound up getting $75,000.
And all the money's gone.
He's now suing the people that he helped for the rest of the money because he feels like they collected it and spent it.
Yeah.
Now, what is wrong with...
Yeah, they could have been stuck on the side of the road.
He helped... that whole
Like,
story
he made
sounds
a-
crazy to me.
He made he gave him the last $20 he had.
He did.
probably, or the only $20 he had.
But that story, when it first came out, it was all about how I think the people were helping him.
Well, then the
Trying
people-
to.
Let me help you,
No,
help
help
me,
me,
help
help
you.
me.
Probably like American Greed. They got a little greedy.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the story. I just saw the headlines. That I just thought that was pretty interesting. That now he's suing.
I'd sue him.
The
He has
people.
every right to sue him.
Does
They
he?
use his story, his kindness, to make a profit like that.
That's
Like,
a good question, America.
He tapped into other people's feelings, or they tapped into other people's feelings to get money, like to feel bad for that guy.
Right.
They
So-
used him as a I don't know.
Come on,
the
come
word.
on. It's on the tip of your tongue.
I don't know.
As
As
a
a
prop?
prop. Yeah, they use him as.
So
a
what do you
prop.
think? What do you think, there, viewers? Does he have the right to sue them for the rest of the money? Was it ever his money to begin with? They started the GoFundMe account.
think-
Now it could have been started under false pretenses,
Correct.
but do they have the right to that money, or is he allowed, because it was all about him, to sue them for that money?
I think. He's
I'm just
allowed to
saying.
sue
I'm
him.
just saying. I
can't
saw that in the
go-
news. I thought that was an interesting story. All right. Also, one thing I noticed: if you're visiting and watching us on Highlands Cable Group Channel 14, there's a lot of bears out. I saw on the way to Sports Page this morning a lot of trash cans turned over. I saw a bear. I went to Ace Hardware or Reeves Hardware yesterday at 4:45, and there was a bear right by the store.
4:45 p.m.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to Ace Hardware at 4:45 a.m. You could.
I could
The problem is it'd be closed.
get you some sheetrock or anything.
What would I be going to Ace? Why would I be
Some
going to
more,
Reeves?
some more stain?
Why would I be going to Reeves Hardware at 4:45? Why would that even be a
I don't-
question?
I don't know.
Why would that? Even,
I have no time.
why would that even be a question where you said AM or PM?
I don't know. They might open then.
Yeah, I
They
went
open
to.
early.
I woke up this morning at 4:45 a.m. to get to the Reeves Hardware to be the first one there in line because they had new bird seed. No, but anyway, so if you're visiting, bears are out.
Bears, not the Ryan Bears.
Ryan Bears is out too. Don't forget, contact him at Pat Allen Realty Group if you're looking for a house. Don't forget, Julian Vilardo is looking for a house. Anything else? Did we miss anything? How long have we been on for?
What's our
I
time?
aim for the 45-minute
Go.
mark. It should say.
For some reason I can't.
Okay, so we probably
Someone's gonna.
It's probably been about 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Yes.
I don't know why this came
Someone-
to mind, but that positive story yesterday on the Today Show about that guy that was in prison
Yes.
for 27 years.
Wrong.
And he has and he got released. 'cause
Nelson Mandela?
No, it was this young African American guy.
He's passed away, didn't he?
Yeah. Well,
I don't think he was on
there's
the
there's a Mandela effect.
I don't think he was on the Today Show.
You ever heard of the Mandela effect?
No.
There's the golf twist to it where he was drawing these golf pictures. He's an artist.
Mhm.
And anyway, long
Are
story
you comfortable?
short,
Should we be? I feel like I should be painting you. Sorry, go ahead. She's
Anyway.
laying across the couch.
This guy, he is so positive. He came out of jail, and they're like, "Aren't you mad that they had you locked up and it wasn't even your fault? You didn't commit the crime." He's like, "No, my faith in God just got me to this point, and I'm just so happy to be where I am now."
He let it all go.
Story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
27
Let it
years
all
of
go.
wrongfully
Talk about
in
not
prison.
holding grudges and holding on to anger. That guy can teach you a lesson.
If you-
Amen, sister. You preach. Huh?
We were thinking about it.
I was thinking the guy handled it very well for being, and he was in prison in Attica in upstate New York. Attica.
Attica. That's a movie.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a real. I
That
thought it was like a really tough prison. So it wasn't like he was like at a country club prison. 27 years he was in.
I mean, after a couple of years, I think you can get almost anything you want if you acquire enough
but 27 years. So
tradable items.
credit to that young man, or not young man now. He's probably.
50.
Well, he's probably in his 40s, but congratulations to him. I'm glad for. Actually, it was this whole story about how he wrote a letter to the editor of Golf Digest because he liked the magazine. They started corresponding. The editor started looking into the story. He then gave it to students at Georgetown University who were doing a report on wrongfully imprisoned people or the justice system or something. They looked into it. They found out there was another guy that confessed to the crime.
How does that get overlooked?
And the guy on the Today Show that said that same guy confessed to the crime 27 years earlier.
How,
I don't.
how does
The
that?
guy
How does that happen?
I don't
The guy
know.
that confessed to it, they just, this is what this man was talking about. He wants to, he said had he lived in the state of Florida or a couple other states,
He would've been out.
released like 15 years ago because their laws are.
But why would he even have to go to jail in the first place if
Because
somebody said he did it?
He said
Somebody else
because
did.
the system, the way that it was set up is the prosecutors felt like they had somebody in jail, don't talk to me, but that case is done. Like they didn't want to give it any
Yeah,
time.
they were on to the next.
There's got to
one.
be some weird
That's-
stories. But credit to that gentleman for his wonderful attitude. I think if you were wrongfully imprisoned for 27 years, that'd be.
Not to have any hate or anger. He gives it all to God because it's
Yeah.
all
Yes.
You
God.
have to.
He does.
There's no
Shout
other way.
out to Carolina Mountain Construction.
Carolina Mountain Construction, who's been working on our beautiful deck here. Thank you very much. Contact Seth Schmidt if you're interested in getting any extension done to your house, any work done to your
If you want a
house.
big deck, you got to call Seth.
What?
What?
Big deck.
Oh,
If you want a big deck,
okay. You didn't pronounce your pronunciation was a little off on
it's
that.
Australian.
You need a big deck. Contact such. All right. That's Jenna's happy about that. But
Oh, yeah.
moving on. Contact Carolina Mountain Construction if you're interested in getting any work done at your house. Contact Julian Vilardo if you're interested in getting any work done on your body. What else? Anybody else? Anything else?
Nothing else. Boo,
Nothing
got
else?
anything in a
Go
buck?
out and support your local Highlands
Yes.
teams this week.
We're getting in towards the end of the season here, so volleyball, basketball, or volleyball and soccer, go support your teams. We have a couple of 2-3 weeks left, and then we get into tournaments. So they love seeing everybody out there. It's fun when you go to the gym or the soccer field, and it's kind of like a social event. So come out and support your teams. If you're visiting, obey the traffic laws and realize that when people are walking across the street, you should wait for them to finish walking and then go.
Unless the hand says stop.
Unless the hands up.
And
Also,
they're walking across.
Also, there's lines in certain areas. There's lines, and that's where your car is supposed to go in between the lines. Okay, you're supposed to park in between the lines, not straddle the line. Eileen's got a funny joke. What?
I guess when you said contact Seth,
Right.
Jack,
Right.
his sister said gross.
Kelsey, he did say, yeah.
You're
See?
dirty. She's a
Said
dirty mind.
Highlands Cozy Cabin for a weekend getaway.
Highland.
Cabin for rent.
Wait, say it again. Wait, say it.
Highlands Cozy Cabin.
Highlands Cozy Cabin,
Is that-
located down in
Horse Cove.
Horse Cove. What was the rest of it?
If you want a weekend getaway.
Is that
See, the leaves are falling.
do you go to the HighlandsCozyCabin.com or do you go?
I don't
Where do
know.
you find Highlands Cozy
Probably
Cabin?
on VRBO,
VRBO Highlands Cozy Cabin, or send us an email at mikeanddooley@gmail.com and we will hook you up with
A
Miss
link?
Kelsey and we
Oh,
will get that rented. Also, if you're looking for a big house on a big farm-like property, George's house is for sale. Schmitz,
I wish I
the
could.
farm. You would like to buy the farm?
Heck yeah, I
The
want a
farm is for sale.
Talking
So
about Willis.
I'm not sure who the realtor is, but if you're
Airbnb.
Airbnb is
Airbnb.
for Highlands Cozy Cabin. If you're interested if you're visiting and you're interested in a big piece of property, beautiful big piece of property
Very
down
nice.
in Horse Cove, there's one for sale that Julian is very familiar with. So I'm not sure who the realtor is. So again, you can send us an email and we will get you in contact with them.
It's really close to activities too.
Huh?
The Peggy's Hole and all that, the hidden secret falls and all that.
That's down there.
It's right down there. Yeah.
I don't know who Peggy is, but
Yeah, me
you
either.
really-
I never met her.
we don't.
Told me about Piggy's.
Whoa! All right, enough of Peggy's Hole. Let's move on. Anyhow, anything else while we wrap up? Anything? Anybody?
Darlene Conley for the farm. If you want, Darlene Conley must be the realtor.
Is she watching, or is that from Kelsey?
That's from Kelsey.
Kelsey, you're very informative today. Thank you very much. And where's Travis? Is he watching? Tell Travis we said hello.
Travis is probably fishing.
He's probably fishing right now. Thank you for watching.
Nice
Thank
out.
you for
I would be
visiting
too.
Highlands, not the Highlands. Thank you for watching us on Highlands Cable Group. For more of our shows, check us out at mikeanddooley.com. Anything else?
Ryan Bear says 11 plus acres in town for the Schmallow home.
11 plus acres?
In town?
Town?
In town?
How close to town, Ryan?
The Schmallow home is 11 plus acres. No, it can't be 11 plus
$3.8 million.
acres. Where can it be in town for 11 plus acres?
Travis is sleeping. We are like,
Travis is sleeping.
Travis
It's almost
sleeping.
11 o'clock. Tell him to wake up.
Wait.
Actually, and if you're in Atlanta and you need, and you're in need of a good CPA, I don't know where Travis works, so I can't say anything else. I know he's a CPA and he works at a firm in Atlanta, and I'd like to help promote that firm, but Travis is sleeping, so I can't.
Your mom said she could have a lot of dogs on that farm.
Brian Bears,
Me too.
I think I'm going to buy my mom that 11 acres in town. All right, let's make a deal. Let's work. Let's negotiate.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You better hit the pavement.
I'm going to build a tiny house on it and I'll help her.
You should build a tiny
Maintain.
house in Highlands. Does anybody have a piece of property that Julian Vilardo can put his tiny house on?
Ryan, right here, Ryan and Lindsay.
Yeah,
Put it right by the fire pit.
That is not going to happen.
that's true.
Simon can be your neighbor.
No, I
And by the way, if you're interested in tiny houses, they have them in Cashers now.
They do,
Yeah,
actually.
and they look pretty cool. You think you can
Those are
you
cute.
can live in a tiny house, couldn't you?
Myself, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there is 4 acres. Jeff Weller was telling me.
Oh, there is.
That's pretty.
There's a tiny house community
Up here?
in Cashers.
Oh, in Cash.
in Cashers.
Yeah, if you're interested, if you're visiting and you're interested in a tiny house in the
I think we
Plateau
need a,
area,
We need like a Whiteside Brewery up here too.
Whiteside Brewery. By the way, we're coming there. We talked to the people at Whiteside
up here?
Brewery.
Because it's a cute little restaurant.
Well,
You wanna
JT
put
is
Dale out of
opening-
business?
It's a cash.
JT is opening the barbecue place. Okay, now we're just rambling. Are we even on TV?
I wish.
People are like,
Welcome to my living room.
people are like, I don't want to
Yeah,
just watch you
right.
guys mumble jumble.
Welcome to my porch.
All right,
These are
Um,
real things.
these are
happening
real
right
things.
now.
These are just insights on the porch.
Insights
This
from
is
the
just
deck.
porch talk. You know, if you
Insights from the deck.
insides from the deck.
Inside from the deck.
Well, all right, you two.
The past is in, the future's now. Talking about it.
Past is in the future.
No,
wait, that's from
what?
some movie.
It's Christopher Walken.
All right, do it again.
The past is in, the future's now.
The past is in the futures.
No, the past is then. The
Oh,
future
the
is now.
past is then. The future. Okay, what did that have anything to do with what we were talking
We're
about?
talking about current things.
Oh,
right
oh,
now.
I thought
You
it was
saying
just
like
something that
we're
came to your
rumbling.
mind. I thought it was just
Rambling.
came to your mind. Yeah, we are rambling. And if you're visiting Highlands, sitting out on your porch and hanging out, that's kind of what we do around here.
Travis works for Frazier and Dieter.
Frazier and Dieter,
Dieter.
located in the Atlanta, Georgia. Contact them if you're in Atlanta and watching the show for superior accounting services. Matter of fact, if you're looking for top of the top, contact Travis Dawkins at Frazier. No, I was slow talking because I was trying to remember the name of the firm. Travis Dawkins at.
Frazier and Dieter.
God, that is terrible. All right, before we go
what are
off the air, what are the three
three, six,
phrases that once you get married, three two-word phrases that once you get married, you must know?
I'm sorry. Yes, dear.
Wait, what's the last one?
Hey,
Hey, that's one word.
you're right.
You're right.
Oh, that was right?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh.
I just spit
You
all
got
it.
them down now. You might as well
misting.
Now you got to go out and find a wife. You got the phrases down.
Totally. Got it. Hmm.
You can promote that on the.
I can get one tomorrow.
Julian's
probably.
looking for a piece of property and a wife.
I've been single my whole life. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows me. Knows I'm single.
Yeah, well, it's time to hunker down and.
Buckle down.
You and Ryan Bear should get a house together. You could be like the odd couple or something. You should get like a house on a big piece of property.
Ryan Bear says he's not looking for roommates.
Oh,
Just saying.
sorry.
Whatever, Ryan.
Whatever, Ryan.
I wanna live with you
I mean, it was more of a
anyway.
theoretical for a joke. You don't have to be so.
Yeah.
Did he write it in
have to
capital
blast
letters
me on
with
that.
an exclamation mark at the end that said, "I'm not looking for roommates"?
I don't want you here.
Gosh.
Not looking for a roommate, but I'll find you something for sure.
Perfect, perfect. All right, so anybody else we need to help or promote in the Highlands area? Because if you're visiting Highlands and you're looking for personal training, we said go to Julian Vilardo. Ryan Bears at Pat Allen Group if you're interested in real estate. If you're looking for a rental cabin, it's Highlands Cozy Cabin. You can find them at Airbnb. If you're looking for a place to eat breakfast, Sports Page, head there. What? You're looking for a well, if you're in town, you're probably not doing a lot of construction if you're visiting.
You're already a Highlander.
I know, but I was talking to the people that are visiting.
Okay,
You
well,
now I was,
Everyone. You don't exclude anyone here.
I was on a
What's
roll.
wrong with you?
You're looking for
Insensitive.
construction, Carolina Mountain Construction. If you're looking for belts, Anson Belts. If you're looking for fiber, do you eat fiber?
Lots.
Microbi Fiber. Go to microbifiber.com. Dr. Alex White. I don't want to. He's not the inventor of it, but he now owns the rights to it. They did a lot of studies, phase 1, 2, 3 studies. I don't know.
He lives up here?
No, he lives in Florida, but he's got a medical research company, and so Microbi Fiber is a side company that he has.
Similar to
What does that have to do with? Where does that come from?
Well, he's one of my best friends.
Okay,
and
there you go.
He's
Oh,
he's
right.
a sponsor,
Oh, yeah.
and I
All
get
right, sorry.
sometimes we have the Microbi Fiber on the table, but check them out, microbifiber.com. Lucas Calloway and Brian Wooding at Asheville Threads. They supply all our beautiful shirts. They also did Carolina Mountain Boy shirts. Those are cool. Anything else? Now we're just rambling. We're done?
I think.
We out.
Yeah. No.
We're out?
Yeah.
No.
All right, I'm going to pick up this pad so I can go out. We can sign off. But thank you, everybody, for joining us. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Everybody have a wonderful week. We will see you next Saturday at 10 o'clock and on Here We Go Highlands. Bye.
I'm not that good.
What? You're not that good?
Yeah, you looked at me like I was supposed to say Highlands.
Okay, we'll do it again. Join us next week at 10 o'clock on Here We Go
Highlands.
There we go.